Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, chat monitors, for your help. I appreciate it. Hi Teresa Baltazar, Masha Green, Unconditional Love Taro, Jordan Johnson. I hope everyone is well. Hi Anna Webb. Okay, today's Tuesday, so no second stream today. If anyone would like a reading from me this afternoon or tomorrow, feel free to call me on my YouTube number or text me. We can negotiate a time that's good for both of us to talk. I have some slots open for later today, and I have opening again for tomorrow. So don't worry, feel free to call me. And also, if you want a short reading, not a problem, call me. We'll do a short one. Hi, GMAC. Okay. I think that was all the announcement that I had. You know, if you guys remember, I don't know, okay, however many of you, or whoever among you saw Rachel Maddow last night, and there's a young gentleman. I didn't think about writing his name down until now. I don't know his name, but I have a video or a link to one of his videos that he posted on Twitter about an investigation he has done about the reasons why Elon purchased Twitter, because he was backing out. Do you guys remember I told you there were the 1% of the 1% was behind, was telling Elon to buy Twitter so he can transform not only the platform but also change our country. And I was right. And yesterday morning, I sent out a tweet in response to somebody that said, I don't remember exactly what the person said, but I told, my response was Elon was trying to change America into something like the country he left behind, South Africa. And I basically told him I feel Putin supports Putin and his way of doing things, and was all in to changing this country into an oligarchy, because it would give him more control over us, the people, who have to work in his mega factories to produce his cars. Just like, was that Ford who was the super racist? I have no doubts on my mind. Elon is as racist. And also, he has other issues. Okay, he can be racist. I don't work for him, and I'll never work for him for the rest of my life. In fact, I could make money if I were to, besides streaming on YouTube, I could start streaming on Twitter. But I'd rather die before I put my content. I used to put my content on Twitter before he purchased Twitter. Some of it, sometimes, not all the time. But I don't know if they're still there. I'll have to look. But there are other ways I can make money. Like I was telling you yesterday, I will offer other services with technology. Those of you who need help, or if you're trying to build a business, you need me to help you. Among other things, I am still working on refining how to call the different services that I'm going to offer to make more money. But the thing is, I'd rather do that. Okay? YouTube is not treating me well. That was going to ask you guys today to spread my name, to tell your friends about the channel. Okay? I'd rather do those things before I go on Twitter and stream on Twitter, because that's one thing. In fact, he is asking people this morning who are using an application similar to the one that I'm using to stream right now, to test their streaming application on Twitter. So there are opportunities for me. But if that's the way I have to make $1 working for Elon, it's okay. You know, no, for me. In any event, I was right. He's not only racist, but he's part, he's playing the 1% of the 1% game. Those MAGA people who don't have the well-being of this country in mind. It's all about themselves and themselves only. But yes, he's actively these days, based on intuitively when I see when I'm watching his behavior on Twitter, it's going to turn on him, by the way. It already started. He simply hasn't realized it yet. He had a short video of himself shooting a 50 caliber gun. To me, what he was doing, he was saying to the MAGA crowd, okay, or those people who want to change this country into something like Russia. It's okay if you buy one of those. It's hip if you can do this, or if you have guns. Basically, he was promoting guns, and in a sense, it's violence. And I saw one of those video games that he was playing. It was the same mindset, among other things he's doing. Right now, he's pushing violence, letting the people know, or his followers and Trump followers, the MAGA followers, it's okay to think violently. He's against Ukraine. He went to the border. He made a big deal out of it. He's stepping into politics. I mean, he's been, playing politics. But the point I'm trying to make is, right now he's using his money not for the well-being of this country, but he wants to influence our political system, not for something better, but to fit what he wants and what the 1% of the 1% want. It's not clear to me yet what is ahead and how our government is going to counter what Elon and those people are doing, because there's a lot of propaganda. They are doing Putin's work for him. And in fact, there's an article this morning, and I told you that a while, I say that quite often. Putin's hand is in a lot of stuff that we see going on. Well, if Trump is there, yeah, definitely Putin is playing, he's amplifying Putin's propagandas and doing Putin's biddings for him. Intuitively, that's what I feel. And those of you who have been following me, I've always said he's Putin's boy. But Elon as well, he's playing a similar game, but he has a platform. And Twitter, no matter what he does, yes, there are some. There are going to be a couple of other platforms that I can migrate to, because no matter what he does, Twitter is dying, and it's going to continue to decline. Maybe he will have some gamers. In fact, that's who he was calling this morning. Gamers who use OBS. I guess the conservative gamers, the KKK gamers, he's attracting to his platform, but nobody, no advertisers, no one serious will advertise on Twitter. That's my prediction. He's going to be losing money as long as he owns that thing. But I'm bringing this up today for two reasons, because I told you guys since last year what was going on. And on Mado last night, those of you who watch, yeah, I was right. And also this morning, those of you who are on Twitter, you probably saw my tweet. I don't know, those of you who follow me, I don't know how many people in here follow me. I don't pay attention. I don't even care about how many followers I have on Twitter. That's how I really don't care. I use it because YouTube is YouTube services, support is on it. So I go on it. And also I get a chance to abuse Marjorie to the Green and ask her how many abortions she's had, among other things. Call her names. It's fun. But other than that, there isn't much use. So yeah, there are some journalists that are still on there. So I go on there to watch. Let's say, for example, this morning, what's happening with McCarthy, but that's my next on my conversation, my list of topics to give you my intuitive impressions about. But yes, we're going to hear some pretty nasty stuff coming out about Elon Musk. It is scary, but don't worry. There is a minority in this country, just like during World War II, they sided with Hitler, they lost. The same thing is going to happen again. And like I have been saying for a while, intuitively I feel, what I am getting from Democrats, if that's the way they go about prosecuting if that's the way they are approaching running their campaigns, it will be very effective. That's one. And two, Elon will fail. It's scary where we are today, but we're going to have to stay strong and we're going to have to become engaged. Or those of us who are already engaged, I'm sure a lot of people on here, even if you have to, we have to use our phones. We use our phone to make phone call to help democracy staying alive. That's basically what that will be the goal in the next election, to keep America a democracy, as opposed to having a stooge like Trump, a fraud, going back into the White House. So, but let's stay strong, let's stay positive, we can do it, and we will do it. The next reference is, like I told you guys, please don't forget to tell your friends about the channel. I'm going to start saying that a little more. Don't get mad at me. It's because YouTube, I'm not quite sure what they're doing and how buggy and how, it seems like they're having some major issues with their applications. I don't understand how my subscriber count can stay the same number for 3 or 4 days. It doesn't make sense. That alone is a bad symptom to me. And also, I don't think they are promoting my videos anymore, because when I look at the analytics, or at least they're promoting my videos less. I have no idea why. Okay, I'm sure I'm not the only psychic that's talking. Well, I'm a liberal. I'm not a Republican, and I hate some of their policies. I'm a conservative in some ways, but I don't want to oppress people or take food or not help my neighbor if my neighbor need a hand. I'm not like that. So maybe that's why. I don't think that's why YouTube is. I'm not sure why YouTube is. The application is suppressing. Well, I know I have my theories, and I've already told you guys. So I would like to ask everyone, please tell your friends. It seems like some of them are still not aware of the existence of my channel. If you feel I've been accurate, authentic, and caring, please let everyone know the channel exists, because I don't think YouTube is helping me very much. It's bad. It's very bad, you guys. In any event, I'm going to move on to McCarthy. So hang in with me. My next reference is, like I told you about McCarthy, what was going to happen. He was going to have to reach out to Democrats, and I told you about it yesterday, that Democrats don't trust him. And the first time I saw McCarthy, and I've complained about him here before, he's a liar. He's a pathological liar. You know, he says one thing and does something completely different, and he doesn't care about his word. He doesn't keep his words. So when you don't keep your words, it's a problem. It always comes back to bite, and that's what's happening to McCarthy right now. He's learning that at a very late stage in his life, and I don't see how I wouldn't be able to take that much humiliation, mostly from someone who looked like Beavis. You know, you guys seen Beavis and Butthead? That Beavis, for some reason, he reminds me of Beavis. Gates reminds me of Beavis. So that's not a good thing. In any event, like I told you yesterday, Democrats don't trust him. They think he's a liar. And it seems like there's a small chance. For a lot of reasons, if he's going to change his mind, by the way. He said he's not going to make deals with Democrats. He's going to change his mind. Like I said, don't take his words for anything. Always wait for the last minute. If you want to make a deal with McCarthy, and to David, that's what I feel like saying, wait for the last minute when he's cornered, and then he's going to come back and give you what you want. So he's going to change his mind again sometime, because from what I understand, the vote is taking place this afternoon. Do you guys remember I told you I think I said something about McCarthy was using a back channel to communicate with Hakeem Jeffries. That was true. All that time, you know, he was saying all those things in public in front of the cameras. He was trying to make a deal behind the scenes to save himself. I told you guys, those of you who have, you know, well, those videos aren't that old. I don't know which video I said what, but I'm sure I've had his name in some of them. You can find which one I said that into, and this saga hasn't been going on for more than a week. So we can find out which one I said that to. But he's going to change his mind again. But you know, the reason why it's kind of difficult to say which way this thing is going to go, a lot of people, Charlie C. Sage of Fire said he's untrustworthy. Yes, that's the biggest problem. Okay? People, Democrats, and when I say people, Democrats, okay, will, hi artist, because they don't like him. He's a liar. You can't trust him with anything. Do you remember, guys, yesterday I told you that if Democrats could find a way to hold him accountable whenever he says something, like, you know, if he makes, even a contract, he'll break it too. So that's the biggest problem. But the other thing Democrats are looking at, okay, the damage, and also their agenda and things that they want to accomplish. That's the problem right now. It feels like to me Democrats are wrestling with. So if there is a small chance, it's not big, that he may just survive this time, McCarthy that is. And it's going to, and let me say this, yes, he's still trying to make deals behind the scenes that are not public. Okay, and you know, when people, hi Marby Gongora, when you just had your fish, you know, drag in the mud, you get beat up. I at least for the next few hours, you make promises that you're not going to do it, and people hold you, you said you weren't going to do it, right? Yeah. You remember? And that's what Democrats are thinking of doing. Hi, Craig Dixon. So that's the only way I feel. That's why it's a little difficult to tell, because Democrats are up and down, and because this is a choice. It's not because, well, he was fated to become Speaker, okay? But the way, right now, he's more out than he's in, but I don't see who's coming to take his place, and it's all his fault. Right now, it's a matter of Democrats' priority, because they basically are in charge. And Artist said Democrats should demand that there is no impeachment. If I'm not mistaken, Artist, they've already asked for that. That's one of their demands, among other things. But you know what? They did. I think I saw on CNN this morning. And McCarthy has a problem, because if he takes that away from his MAGAs, they already turned on him, so I don't see what the loss is. But they were talking about it this morning on CNN. So that's one of the demands. But believe me, I would not be surprised. There is something, and I don't want to say this is 100%. McCarthy, he's very angry, but he's not showing it, okay? He wants to mess these people up, specifically Gates and a couple of others who don't like him, and he knows it. And by the way, he doesn't like being called a liar and a con. He doesn't like it at all. That's what he is. That's who he is. He's always been like that throughout his life. That's how he gets around. But at this late stage in his life, Sandra Peterson, he's having to face the reckoning. He's not dealing with it very well. So he is very tempted to make a deal with Democrat and survive the next year or so, whatever is left in for this Congress, 2024. Yeah, another year? Oh yeah, more than a year, because it won't be until January. Whatever it is, okay? He hates those people so much because he knows if he makes a deal with Democrats, there isn't much they're going to be able to do to him, and he can make deals. Yes, the MAGA, after that, he may have to kiss being a member of Congress goodbye. There are a lot of things that can go wrong for him. That's the other thing that's holding him, keeping him from definitely making a deal like that. But he hates those people so much, he's tempted. But don't be surprised. If he survives, there's a small chance he may. It's not 100% because there are too many hands in the pot, okay? Too many push and pull, but I'm not seeing him. Okay, let me put it this way. Do you guys remember I told you when Trump was about to lose the election and everything, I saw him on the ground, falling, all kinds of stuff. I saw a dark cloud on top of the White House. Those of you who have been with me for a while, I have it on, I mentioned that, in fact, in a couple of videos. I'm not seeing that about McCarthy. If anything, what I'm seeing McCarthy is, but I don't want to say this is 100%. He may survive, and it's because he's making deals. He has no choice. Otherwise, he knows he's done. But let me put it to you this way. He has a 5% chance of surviving this. It's not zero. And I'm leaning towards him surviving it because I'm seeing him going up as opposed to dropping or falling. Okay, so don't be surprised. But if he doesn't make it, don't be surprised either. You know, it's more likely that that's what's going to happen. I just want to let you know, guys, know the vision that I'm getting. I don't see him falling. Okay? So let's see what happens. Now, I'm not trying to have it both ways, but some of those things, when you have that many people fighting, unless he was unless he was doing the right thing, then you can gauge the energy. But in this case, chances are he will squeeze by because I'm seeing him going up, but things are not looking good for him. Okay. But Mark Gates is going to pay a price for this because he really, really, really disliked Mark Gates, and Mark Gates is not very smart, obviously. Oops, Marlon H says, breaking news, McCarthy is out. Really? Let me see. Let me check. Oh, okay, I'm not seeing anything yet. It's not on CNN. I have CNN right there. Is that true? Let me check. I got to, okay, you guys, so check with me as we check. People are reminded of the drama of 45 presidential cloud show, Linda G. That is so true. And that's what Biden is going to remind everyone. Okay, I'm on Twitter trying to see. I don't see that. Who said that? Marilyn H? I'm sure you got it from pretty good sources, but I'm on Twitter. I don't see that. MAGA Walton. Matt Gates, no. 1 second. I don't see it. So let me know. Oh, yeah. Matt Gates did that since last night. He's not out yet. The vote won't take place until this afternoon. I thought that was something that was new. I'm not seeing that at all. I don't see it. Okay. Craig Dixon says, no, Matt Gaetz just filed to removal. He did since last night. I was surprised there because I'm not feeling it. Okay. Because otherwise, as I'm speaking to you, I would see his back and I would see him walking away. I didn't see any of that. That's why I was shocked. I'm like, I can confuse time too. So that's why I checked. Yes, Sandra Peterson, I agree with you. And I have, what do I have on? Okay, behind me I have CNN and I just checked my phone. I hope you guys, this is live. So we're doing stuff live today. I hope some people don't get ticked off. In any event, the next reference is the Trump drama, him throwing tantrum in court yesterday. I think I don't expect federal judges are going to tolerate those tantrums that Trump has been throwing in New York, going out and saying and doing all those things. And I don't even think Georgia is going to tolerate that stuff either. Whitney Mohauser says, according to article, the McCarthy vote will be on Thursday. I didn't know that. I thought they said this afternoon. Thank you for posting, Whitney. And then, Linda J says 2 p.m. Eastern time. Wow. Okay, Whitney, it's 2 p.m. today. That's what I thought. Thank you for posting anyway. Yes. Trump can say whatever he wants in New York. There's nothing he can do to change what happened. I mean, I'm sure he's going to appeal. I doubt he's going to win. Oh, do you guys remember I told you about a vision that I had? Trump was walking under a bunch of scaffolding in New York City, and they fell on him? Yeah. So I don't see how he's going to be able to get out from under this not losing his license in New York, because that stuff watching scaffolding falling on somebody is not a good thing. But Trump, I'm sure you guys know that his lawyers went and filed in front of Judge Chutkan to postpone the trial because they needed more time to do whatever is necessary to get clearance. And Jack Smith countered that. He filed, I believe, yesterday or something, and he said they don't have need for that much. They don't need that much time because there isn't that many secret documents necessary for the trial that Judge Chutkan is going to preside over. And she didn't even answer the Trump people, the Trump lawyers. She did not even answer them. There is an article on MSM about that. She basically told the Trump lawyers, to be ready by October 11th. I believe she said all of them should have their secret clearance by then, whoever needs it. That's what she said. So she didn't even give an answer to their filing about postponing everything. I am not surprised. That is her letting them know, and to the VFF, when I focus on her, we're not playing here. And I still feel she's going to clamp down on Trump and his threats. And Trump, yes, he's going to threaten her and the prosecutors. If he does, which I know he's going to do, because he's already trying to figure out how to go about doing that, she will put him in prison. That's my prediction. I know a lot of people don't see him in prison. I am seeing him in prison. Let's see what happens. M. says, Hakeem Jeffries said Democrats will not help Kevin, but maybe they are playing Kevin's game. Oh yeah, that's what they're doing, of waiting till last minute to get concessions. Exactly. That's what I said a little while ago. They know how he is. They've been, well, some of them have been with Kevin for a very long time. So they know how he operates. Yeah, they are playing him. Okay, you know what? As I'm saying this, I'm saying Democrats sitting in meetings. They had one this morning, of course. It was on CNN. And I am seeing them talking on how to go about exacting concessions from McCarthy. They are playing him like a fiddle. And you know something? They don't care. They would prefer, and intuitively when I focus on Democrats when they were in the room, because CNN said they were meeting and I went and touched with them, they would prefer that they keep the House stable so that they can, put whatever work they have to help their constituencies, keep it on track, help the American people. But if Kevin doesn't survive, no love lost. They couldn't care less. So because of that attitude, and it's Kevin's fault, and I said that yesterday, and I've said that a number of times, the first time I saw him, he was lying. And I found him disgusting ever since, because he was lying about Hillary. I did not like that very much. I'm a big fan of the Clinton. Good, but anyway, that's a whole other story. But you're right. Gang, they are playing him like a fiddle. That's what they're doing. Okay. Joel Tisson is asking Trump, October 16 will be Trump gag order. I didn't whenever that is, the judge is going to do something, Joel. Yeah. But she's already putting him on notice already. Like I said a little earlier, she told everyone on the 11th, have your security clearance or something to that effect. She's not kidding. All right. Let's see, I'm looking for questions. Okay. Gracie says, Milo, do you think Mar-a-Lago is worth 1.5 billion? No. The Trump family think it is. A bunch of liars, Gracie. You know that. I mean, you know, it's for its location, you know, it's in a nice location, and I'm sure it's worth, you know, okay. Even from the pictures of the inside, like that bathroom is old. That stage, whatever they used to have there, this thing is old. You would think somebody with as much money as he does, or claim to have, that place and that location should have been spotless. And those two rooms that I saw looked like they needed a new coat of paint, at least. The bathroom looks like it needed to be remodeled. That thing is old. So that thing is not even worth 500 million. Well, that's a lot of money. Okay, I don't see it. I'm not. Somebody said, Gam says zero estimates. I don't know what the zero estimate is, but I doubt this thing is worth 50 million. I did a little bit of real estate, you know, very tiny little bit. Let me tell you guys, the homes in that area, I'm sorry, Saturday I was feeling crappy Saturday. I couldn't go. Sunday, I didn't go because it was raining. That's why I didn't go and record those videos that I promised you, okay? YT3 says 20 to 25 million. That sounds like, you know, in the ballpark. I would say up to 40, and it's because of the location. But the place needs work. Look at the roof. If I had that much money, the roof on that place would look spotless. Okay, those rooms, are you kidding? No, stuff has to be clean. In any event, it's around, you know, I would say maximum 40 million. They're just lying. It's not true. But it's a beautiful, you guys have seen some of the videos that I've shot from there. I will make some more. I don't know if I'll be able to, I have something I'm trying to solve. I don't know if I would have time to go out this afternoon, although it seems like it's sunny out now. Okay, I could go and shoot some videos, but I'm trying to solve an issue. I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but I will shoot some videos so I can show you the area, okay? And the homes that are there, people are always working on those places. Oh my God, I've never seen anything like this. Where I used to live at in New Jersey, there was a pretty ritzy town next door. Well, it's because I guess the salt water. That's why they always have crews working, keeping those houses. The upkeep on those things alone, I don't make enough money to hire one of those gardeners, never mind. Oh my God. Anyway, no, that 1 billion he's just talking, he's just lying, making things up, the usual. Okay. I am looking for questions, friends. Let me see if there was somebody. Let me make sure I don't. Oh, I put that down. That's what I was trying to remember. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Miles Taylor. He was chief of staff at DHS under Trump. I believe he's the gentleman who wrote that book, Anonymous, when Trump was in office. He revealed that Trump was going to gut the VA healthcare safety net and spend the money on political affairs. That's Trump. I wrote that down because, I mean, after what I heard last night, it fits the whole Trump way of thinking. If you are wounded or if you're a vet, you have no value. This thing is taking a life of its own. Let's watch it. Okay, someone else asked me, do you think that 45 and his family haven't already moved the bulk of their money overseas to protect it? And so his financial loss won't be that great? No. I don't really think Trump can hide or move his money. And think electronics. Okay. To move money, Trump would have to move a whole ton of money. That's not going to happen. Money is not moved overseas that easily. Every single transaction is monitored and reported. And if it's, I don't know, I don't have the legal knowledge, I don't know, but intuitively I feel there are triggers. He can probably transfer about $1 million, but $1 million, Trump can't live on $1 million a year anywhere unless he goes to one of those islands like, places where retirees go to. You can, with $1 million, you can last the next 10 years if you don't have any healthcare issues. But no, Trump can. That hasn't happened. He can't do it. Okay, I don't know the legal ways of proving this to anyone, but I'm sure we will hear about it. But intuitively, no. And he doesn't have that much liquid anyway. I mean, I'm sure he has $20, $30 million in the bank, liquid, for him and his family. But I think that's about it. Okay. I'm looking for the next question. Linda, she says, it is buried in the coffin. YT3 * says he will go into receivership. Yes, his stuff is going. He already lost that case. It's a matter of how much they're going to penalize. That's a penalty phase, according to what I hear. And I saw something written by Cohen, his former attorney, this morning. There's nothing he can do. There's no getting out of this. The judgment is already done. He will appeal, of course, but that's about it. Okay, friends. Thank you very much for spending time with me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. Like I said a little earlier, if you would like a reading from me for this afternoon or tomorrow, or even the day after, it's fine. You can, or whenever, if you want to call, fine. Please feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. I'll be glad to help you and negotiate a time that's good for both of us to talk. Also, if you need a shorter reading than 30 minutes, that's fine too. We can negotiate on that. That's not a problem. And also, if you like the channel, please subscribe, and also don't forget to tap on the notification bell. Please give me a thumbs up. That would help me a lot. And please mention my channel to your friends, because I have no idea what YouTube is doing to my channel, and I don't have a good feeling about it. It feels like to me they're trying to kill it as opposed to help me grow it. It's really bad. I just can't believe what's going on. But like I told you guys, if you do a search for invalid traffic, it seems like they're trying to fix one thing, and it happens. You try to fix one thing, it causes other problems. Those systems are not easy and straightforward, I understand that. But it seems like small channels are catching the brunt of their bugs and other mistakes and incompetencies and don't care people. They have a lot of people who don't care there too. I never really let them get to me some of them are very nice, but they have a couple of that blaming people, saying that we were responsible, trying to cheat, having bots, pretending that they were watching the videos and no one was watching. There is something like that going on. If you Google invalid traffic on YouTube, you will see what I'm talking about. There are a lot of small channel creators that are complaining. They're probably trying to kill our channels too. I wouldn't be surprised. But please tell your friends about the channel. I would appreciate it. I will see you all tomorrow. Till then, bye.